my topic, my documentary topic on abortion. This is a very controversial topic and a huge social issue topic that has been discussed recently in presidential debates. It's discussed on social media on a daily basis, and it's also a talked about subject at home at the dinner table. So the first topic I want to go into is exactly what is an abortion, and how that may affect you or someone in your area. And I do have my phone. I'm going to use that for a couple notes. Abortion is ending of a pregnancy by removing the fetus or embryo before it can survive outside of the fetus. So basically, that means to me that's where the controversial starts, is in the beginning process of the abortion, just the term abortion. So that means to me, does the controversial of an abortion start at the first week that you find out you're pregnant, or when there's a heartbeat, or when it's 15, 16 weeks into it and it's starting to actually develop, or when it can survive outside of the fetus as late as 24 or 28 weeks during the pregnancy. So this is a topic that most of the time is a topic that is controversial between Republican parties and a Democratic Party, liberal or not. It also was talked about in the presidential debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump was talking about how Hillary Clinton once stated that it was okay to abort in a child at 9 months, when the mother was actually going through the uh, the birthing procedures, and they decided to abort this child right then, and how he did not believe that it was okay for the mother to do that, nor is it really okay for the government to control what women do with their body. Um, in that state. But I just don't think that he really believed in abortion, period, that wasn't okay. But then on the other side, Hillary Clinton talked about it was okay for her, and she did support the government. The government not controlling abortion, but it was the woman's right to do what she wanted to do with her child. And, she spoke about in a lot of different countries, government does control how women have a baby, or how they abort a baby, and that sort of thing. And she did not believe that it was government's choice; it was the woman's choice to do that. And a lot of topic with abortion is government can control it or they can't control it. It's the woman's choice or it's the government's choice. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today. But that was just an example of how it was recently talked about in today's media and in today's society. So I'm going to go a little bit further into it and talk about why maybe someone might get an abortion, or why they may not want an abortion. So a lot of times we look at abortions in terms of a negative term, in terms of a young girl got pregnant, and she just can't afford a baby, or she just doesn't want a baby. Another idea is rape. A lot of times when a woman is raped, they don't want to have the baby because that is just a memory of being raped. It was unwanted, and it's they don't feel that it is safe and good to have this child. Also, on another end of it, is a lot of times we really down women that get abortions, but it can also be detrimental to the baby and to the mother that is going to give birth to this child. We really don't think about those things in terms of an abortion. We just think of the negative. So that's a very controversial topic, and that's why it's a controversial topic, because there are women out there that do believe in that brings in women's rights, and it is a woman's right to do what they want with their body, and also with their baby. It's their right to do that, and it's not the government's right. So there are two types of abortion methods. The first one is a medical abortion, are those induced by abortifacient pharmaceuticals. And one may be in an early pregnancy of just 7 weeks. The mother can take a pill, which basically creates a miscarriage effect. So the mother takes the pill, it completely flushes out the uterus, the baby, and the mother just bleeds out this baby and can give effects, side effects like a miscarriage. Also, a little bit further into the abortion, or I'm sorry, into the pregnancy, you can do a surgical um, abortion, and that is when they go in vaginally and they do completely clean out the baby in the uterus, and everything is completely taken out surgically. So there are two different ways to do that. So with that being said, I want to talk about another controversial topic within this subject that a lot of people are talking about, and that is to do an abortion clinic or an underground clinic, and things that are good and bad with those. A lot of times we talk about the government wanting to shut down the abortion clinics within the US or worldwide. But when that happens, women are still wanting to have abortions, and they are doing it within an underground abortion clinic. So, with that being said, with the um, abortion clinics here in the US or even worldwide, there are doctors that are watching, regulating your body, your pregnancy, how things are going. Um, they have machines hooked up to you so they can watch this step by step. It makes sure you and the baby are working fine and everything is going fine, so there are not um, any more deaths than there already are. But then when you do it in an underground abortion clinic, you can not only be taking the baby's life, but you can also be taking your own life, because these are not medical professionals that are doing this, and there can be more fatalities than what we're actually starting out with, and worse things can happen within that unsafe abortion. I want to give you guys a little bit of the um, the statistics that are within, and I am going to look at my phone to give you this. In many places where abortion is illegal or carries a heavy social stigma, medical reporting of abortion is not reliable. The number of abortions performed worldwide seems to have remained stable in recent years, with a 41.6 million having been performed in 2003 and 43.8 million have been performed in 2008. The abortion rate worldwide was 28 per 1,000 women, though it was 24 per 1,000 women for developed countries and 29 per 1,000 women for developing countries. The same the same 2012 study indicated that in 2008, the estimated abortion percentage of known pregnancies was at 21% worldwide, with 26 in developed countries and 20 in developing countries. Um, and it does go in, on average, the incidence of abortions is similar in countries with restrictive abortion laws and those with more liberal access to abortion. And that goes into the unsafe abortion procedures that women do go into, that can create more problems than what it is. So, I guess a lot of this topic is a it hits home with women, I think, because one, it is a controversial topic. It's a social issue topic that we definitely go into on a day-to-day basis in the US. But also it can lead into women's right. Is it a woman's right to do what they want with their body when they want and how they want? Or is it the government? Are we going to allow the government to tell us what we can do with our body, and regulate what we do with our body, if that is okay or not? A lot of different countries, the government regulates. We saw in China at one point that the government was regulating how many babies they could have, and that just wasn't fair to women that wanted a large family or didn't want a family at all. In Romania, we saw that they wanted more children at one point, and the government still regulated that topic. So this is a social issue that does hit home because I am a female, and I believe that I should be able to do what I want with my body, but we also need to take in precaution to safe sex here in the U.S. That is something that can tie in with abortion. Even young women we are seeing are having abortions as young as 15, I saw in one of the statistics. So that young age should not be having sex. But if you are, we need to teach our young adults and our young women about safe sex. And um, Obama did take into the effect of the Obamacare and was allowing free um, contraceptives, to hopefully hold back some of those pregnancies and hold back some of the abortion, numbers, so young women were not getting pregnant, because these situations do happen with young women. They happen with women, in their 30s. It does happen, but hopefully we can push for safe sex and look for different birth control contraceptives to women and to men also, so we're not having these issues.